Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference matchup between the Schreiner University Mountaineers of Kerrville and your host, the fourth-ranked Trinity University Tiger. Before we do introductions, would everyone please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And now for introductions. First for the visiting Mountaineers of Schreiner University. A senior defensive specialist in libero from San Antonio, number 1, Elora Reyes. A sophomore defensive specialist from Belton, Texas, number 2, Issa Holgan. A junior outside hitter from El Paso, Texas, number 7, Cameron Calderon. A first-year outside hitter from Freer, Texas, number 8, Kara Carpenter. A first-year right side from Sugar Land, Texas, number 10, Belle Powers. A sophomore defensive specialist, number 12, Bella Martinez. A first-year middle hitter from Bergheim, Texas, number 13, Riley Jones. A sophomore middle hitter from San Antonio, number 15, Taylor Braxton. And a sophomore outside hitter from El Paso, number 16, Kayla Rodriguez. And now the starting lineup for the Mountaineers. A first-year setter from San Antonio, number 4, Exera Monterosa. A senior outside hitter from San Antonio, number 5, Jacqueline Sotelo. A junior middle hitter from San Antonio, number 6, Avery Kreider. First-year libero from Orange, Texas, number 9, Abby Moe. A senior outside hitter from Baytown, Texas, number 11, Brooke Byers. A senior outside hitter from San Antonio, number 14, Kayla Laughlin. And a junior right side from Corpus Christi, Texas, number 19, Haley Rodriguez. The Mountaineers under the direction of Jeremiah Tiffin, assisted by Hannah Thrasher. And now introducing the fourth-ranked Trinity University Tiger. A first-year setter from Houston, Texas, number 1, Josie Dayer. A first-year libero from the Woodlands, Texas, number 2, Cassidy McLean. A senior libero from El Paso, Texas, number 5, Nadia Kern. A junior middle blocker from Kalamazoo, Michigan, number 10, Carly Bruckheiser. A senior middle blocker from Rockwall, Texas, number 14, Brett Thornton. A senior right side from Denver, Colorado, number 15, Sarah Williaming. A junior outside hitter from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 17, Mackenzie Logan. A sophomore setter from San Antonio, number 18, Trinity Herrera. A first-year libero from Portland, Oregon, number 20, Kylie King. A first-year right side from Santa Monica, California, number 22, Kira Lynch. And a first-year right side from Greenville, North Carolina, number 24, Sydney Boyer. And now the starting lineup for the Tigers. A first-year libero from San Antonio, number 3, Jenna Rodriguez. A junior middle blocker from New York, New York, number 4, Maddie Fate. A senior setter from Calabasas, California, number 6, Marissa Amarino. A first-year outside hitter from the Woodlands, Texas, number 7, Reagan Watley. A senior middle blocker from Georgetown, Texas, number 8, Emily Ellis. A senior right side from Seattle, Washington, number 9, Sarah Flynn. And a first-year outside hitter from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 11, Hallie Martin. The Tigers assistant coaches Maggie Linker and Brad Bullich. Head coach of the Tigers, Julie Jenkins. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play SCAC volleyball.
It seems like just yesterday we were hosting Eau Claire and Barrie, getting ready for another promising season of Trinity Volleyball. Well, 13 matches later, we've reached our final game night here at Calgary Gym. The Schreiner Mountaineers visit the number 4 Trinity Tigers right here on Tiger Network. I'm Brian Jenselson, joined by Jade Schoenberger. And Jade, can you believe it is our final home game here at Trinity?
Our final home game, Brian. This is crazy. Brian and I have announced several games together, but if you don't know, this is his last semester at Trinity, so this is the final home game for this dynamic duo right here.
It has been an absolute roller coaster ride. It started with me not saying a single thing in a match against Schreiner. That was our very first one, and now it's come full circle. So excited to get one more with you here and bringing it to you at home. And we know that with it being a Wednesday night game, that a lot of parents may not have been able to make it. So we're excited to have you on Tiger Network. Send some comments in the chat. We're going to be monitoring it. So we want to make it engaging, want to make it fun, and hope all of you enjoy as we get ready for this Schreiner versus Trinity match. For Trinity, it'll be Jenna Rodriguez, Maddie Fate, Marissa Amarino, Reagan Watley, Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, and Hallie Martin. And for the Mountaineers, it'll be Exera Monterosa, Jacqueline Sotelo, Avery Kreider, Abby Moe, Brooke Beyer, and Kayla Laughlin. And 4 of those starters from right here in San Antonio for Schreiner, so very much a homecoming. And here we go from Calgary Gym. Hallie Martin gets us going early, and the Mountaineers going on offense. And it looks like they're going to get a kill to start things off. Kayla Laughlin, the senior from Brennan High School in San Antonio, puts Schreiner on the board.
Point for the Mountaineers, serving for Schreiner, Brooke Beyer.
Brooke Beyer with a quick serve, not waiting long after the whistle. Amarino pushes it to Watley, and she is dug by the Mountaineers. So here they go on offense, but a double going to be called on the setter, Brooke Beyer.
Point for the Tigers. Back to
and
serve.
Keep in mind, for these Mountaineers, they are without 2 of their better producers. Mia Moreno will not be in there as Reagan Watley serves it into the net. Mia Moreno, the junior from San Antonio, leads the team in assist, over 600 on the year, ranked 2nd in the conference. But she is injured, has not played since October 12th, and she will not be here today for the Mountaineers. Amarino pushes it outside, this time to Martin. Martin with a good swing, and now she'll dump it down and get the point.
Smart play by Martin. We saw her enter last weekend, kind of halfway through, and she just is all smiles on the court today. And last weekend, really great positive attitude out there. Glad to see her starting today.
Mountaineers try in the middle again, but some miscommunication gives Amarino a chance. Ellis in the middle. Great swing, but it'll be dug by the Mountaineers. Free ball coming for the Tigers, however. Amarino goes to Ellis on the slide, and Ellis gets it done.
Slide tracker, Brian. That's 1 for the day.
Even as the weather gets colder, the water park's still open.
Water park's always open for Ellis.
Especially here in San Antonio. I mean, it's still upwards of 80 degrees, right? So slide wide open. Nice serve by Maddie Fate gives the Mountaineers issues, and it'll be another free ball. Amarino with some options. She'll go to Martin outside. Nice dig there by Beyer. Laughlin will try it for the Mountaineers. No can do. So Amarino, Ellis in the middle, and takes them off it for the kill.
In the middle, kill for Emily Ellis.
That's 2 kills for Ellis, and very importantly today, 2 assists for Marissa Amarino. Keep a close eye on that number, and we'll explain more as we go along. Trinity up 4-2 early here. As Watley digs this one, Amarino goes again to Martin. She's denied on the outside. This time it'll be Flynn. Super senior can't get it down. Schreiner with an opportunity, back row attack. Amarino, Ellis, why not? A 3rd time? Indeed. 3 kills, 3 assists for Emily Ellis and Marissa Amarino. It is not only our final home game, Jade, but it is the final home game for these super seniors. So we will definitely be talking about them throughout. We have some special videos planned. So stick around on Tiger Network. Lots of surprises for you as Beyer can't get it over the net. And Trinity jumps ahead 6-2 in set 1. Laughlin and Ellis there on the block. Schreiner keeps it alive. Watley with the dig. Amarino goes to Flynn. Lefty swing, not putting it down that time. Here comes Laughlin for the Mountaineers. Tough pass. We'll send it out to Martin. Laughlin right there, though, so a long rally here, one of the longer ones we've had, and it'll end in an air for Exera Monterosa, the first year from right here in San Antonio. And for Schreiner, not only playing without two of their better players, but it's completely shifting their offense, Jade. They normally run a 5-1, but their coach, Jeremiah Tiffin, telling me that they're going to have to run a 6-2 to adjust for who they're missing.
Yeah, you know, they might be missing some of their better players here, but these rallies have been pretty long. You know, the score is showing that the Tigers are up 8-2 right now, but these rallies are going on consistently. It's not like the Tigers are putting the ball to the floor just with one swing. So great showing by the Schreiner defense thus far, and we'll see if their offense can get going.
For Schreiner, they come into today 10-15 overall and 3-8 in conference play. They currently sit outside of the SCAC tournament, as the top 6 teams do make that tournament. And Coach Tiffin saying they understand it would take quite a miracle for them to make it. They would have to win out the rest of their games, and that includes beating not only Trinity, but also Southwestern and Colorado. But more than anything, Coach Tiffin, in his first year here at Schreiner, saying that they just want to take some positive momentum and ride it into the offseason, understanding that there's still a bright future ahead for his program.
Absolutely. A lot of good competition ahead of them, and hopefully they can utilize that experience, again, as they go into the offseason.
Yeah, he told me 2 things they wanted to accomplish this year. One of them, changing the culture and making it somewhere that people want to be at and stay. And then the second one of those is learning how to win. And he feels that they have done that. With 10 wins, they've already got more wins than in 2021 spring season and then the 2021 fall season combined. So they had 8 across those 2 seasons and already with 10. So he feels that the program is in the right direction, but tonight missing some key players and facing one of the toughest teams they could imagine in the Trinity Tigers. Out of the timeout, Maddie Fate with the serve. Trinity up 8-2. And they'll get a free opportunity. Amarino, Ellis again. Ellis with the kill. Too much early on from Emily Ellis.
Number 4 for number 8, Emily Ellis.
Schreiner trying to end this run. Tight pass from Watley to Amarino, but she saves it. And Martin gets it to Laughlin, who has the dig. On the other end, a great save by Fate. And Martin will send it over with the down ball. Laughlin tries it outside. Amarino right there. Great defense by these Tigers. And Martin, back row, dug by Holgan. So again, like you said, Jade, a long rally. Amarino will go to Flynn, and Flynn finally gets it down.
Yeah, definitely some long rallies. They're definitely forcing the Tigers to either make a mistake or score here with these long rallies. But that being said, the Tigers, they are on quite a run. This might be the longest run that Maddie Fay has been behind the service line, at least this season from what I can remember, and at least from what we've announced. So definitely a great start for the Tigers.
And make it a block for Ellis and Flynn that hung up there and then got its way down to the court. 11-2 Trinity. And that run you're describing, Jade, a 10-0 scoring run for Trinity.
Not a bad start at all.
I'd say Coach Jenkins is pleased. More miscommunication for the Mountaineers, and it'll drop, putting Trinity up 10. And you can see they are having trouble adjusting to this new rotation, and Trinity serving game just carving them up. And as if the carving wasn't enough on this Halloween season, here comes Cassidy McLean to sub in for Fate. And this team knows a little thing or two about pumpkin carving, don't they, Jade?
Yeah, this past weekend we were blessed to be invited to the Tigers, I guess you could say, pre-dinner before the Colorado match to get, good vibes going before that match. But yeah, the Tigers had a carving competition of pumpkins, and Brian and I happened to be 2 of the 3 judges. It was tough. It was tough judging.
There was some talent there. The carving, the painting, the decision.
Yeah, we had multiple mediums going on. We had paint, markers, carving, candles, the whole shebang. Another block for Ellis and Flynn. Picked up by Marissa Amarino. McLean's going to send this one out to Martin on the outside off the block. It is picked up. That last swing with no touch from Flynn or Ellis. It's going to be 4 touches on the Mountaineer side. And another point. We're going to see a double substitution here. Thornton and Dayer subbing in.
Dayer, the first year from Houston, has seen a lot of playing time recently. 5 straight matches that she has played in. Rotating with Marissa Amarino. Trinity a lot more used to that 6-2 rotation, and a kill for the Mountaineers. Traylor Braxton in for the first time, the sophomore from, you guessed it, San Antonio Lee High School gets a kill. But just to get back to the carving a little bit, Jade, because there's even more of a connection tonight, as the other judge with us was Rob Logan, as there's another kill for Trinity, up 14-4. Rob Logan was the judge with us, and now it looks like he's been left in charge of the coveted Trinity flag, with Kyle Thornton not in town tonight.
He was given the honors today. Yep, you'll see him, I don't know, right along that stairwell, mid to the left of your screen. But come the next time out, I'm sure you'll see him raise that flag.
Byer tries to get it, but won't get it past Nadia Kern. Here comes Ellis in the middle, and she hangs and gets it on the court. Emily Ellis, 6 kills on 8 swings, and a timeout from Schreiner. Trinity just continues to carve up the Mountaineers, 15-4, led by their super seniors. And right on cue, there goes the flag. Rob Logan waving it as soon as you get another view on the screen of center court. But really, Jade, not much more you can ask for if you're the Tigers tonight.
Nope, a great start. And we'll see if Julie Jenkins decides to throw in anyone else throughout this match, or if we're going to continue to roll with these great stats thus far. You got Emily Ellis currently hitting over 700, 5 for 7, so a great start for her. Also got a couple people hitting over 300. So again, for a team hitting percentage of 391, not a bad start at all.
And talking to Coach Jenkins today, actually, as it was all a short turnaround, getting ready for this quick Wednesday night match, asked her how she felt about the weekend, and she said it was great, really good play. She thought her team might have been tired from the grind of playing in 3 consecutive days. That's not something they're used to, and so came out a little slow against Colorado, but she was happy with the response and said 2 things really saved them in that one. Reagan Watley's passing at the end of the game after a slow start, and then perfect timing, Nadia Kern serving. And Jade, we were freaking out at her run. A career high 7 aces for Nadia Kern, on fire.
I wish you guys would have caught more camera footage of me and Brian up here. With every ace that Nadia Kern racked up, we were just fist pumping up here with joy. So definitely great performance by her this past weekend. That last point going to the Mountaineers. Nadia Kern unable to keep the ball in play. But that being said, the Tigers are still leading by 10 here in set 1. So again, a great start for the Tigers.
Nadia Kern can't quite get a hold of that one, so it's an ace on the other end for Jacqueline Sotelo. Warren High School, the senior here for the Mountaineers. 154 kills coming into today. One of 4 seniors on this Schreiner squad who will get a kill in the middle from Traylor Braxton. Her second of the evening makes it 15-7 Trinity as Maddie Fate comes back in for the Tigers. Brett Thornton also in there along with Kern, but then 3 first years that you see out there, McLean, Watley, and Josie Dayer. But Trinity looks like they're trying to figure out a rotation. And here comes Fate officially in for McLean. And the first we've seen of Jenna Rodriguez, the libero. Back to serve now, number 3 from right here in San Antonio. So not just Schreiner, who has the Alamo City natives. Byer goes right to the libero, and Rodriguez doesn't get to it. So Schreiner gets another.
Checking back in for Schreiner, Xera Monterosa and Avery Ryder.
Sarah Monterosa here Back row to Kern. Dayer able to chase it, and Thornton from the right side. Great hustle for the moment, but Rodriguez unable to get to it at the end. So a couple in a row for Schreiner, 16-8, the score in favor of Trinity.
Tigers struggling a little bit on passing here. Unable to run their offense maybe as effectively as they're intending, or as effectively as we saw at the very start of this match. That last ball being an ace, Julie Jenkins is going to call a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout, Trinity.
And Jade, on a night like this, when you're a team like Schreiner, knowing that you're going up against such a tough squad, and you've also had to make a complete adjustment, what do you think would be the mindset with really nothing to lose?
Yeah, like you said, they have nothing to lose. I think that's the mindset going for most teams going up against the Tigers. I mean, when you're consistently ranked in the top 5, every team is coming out, arms swinging, really just being aggressive. That being said, we've already mentioned this team is doing a great job on defense thus far. They're really trying to keep every ball alive and force the Tigers to make errors, which we're seeing a little bit here with their great serving. The Tigers are struggling with passing coming into this timeout. So yeah, I think they're just looking to play a consistent game. Hopefully we see some of their hitting percentages increase as the match continues. But overall, I think they're looking good.
It's really not a shock at all to know that Schreiner's defense is up there, especially on the dig side. They come into tonight second in the entire country in digs,
Wow.
which you may not think about when you see that record and that conference record, but nearly 2,000 digs on the year, and almost 20% ranks 9th best in Division III. So it takes a lot of work to get it on the floor against the Mountaineers, but they have had some trouble behind the service line, and they have some more there. An error gives it right back to Trinity, and Amarino back in. She had 6 assists in her first go-around, and we'll see if she can get 6 more. It would be a nice magical number to reach.
Absolutely. Great serve by her. Out of the middle, you're going to see a block from Fate and Flynn out of the back row. Laughlin is going to roll that over to Kern. Flynn on the right side, a double block, but that's going to fall on the Mountaineers side. And another point for the Tigers will send Amarino back to serve again.
The double block just not enough against Sarah Flynn, who leads the Tigers in kills. Now make it 193 on the year. And she's having a career year as this serve from Amarino gives Schreiner some trouble, and then a great dig. Flynn tries to get another. Can't quite yet. Amarino somehow able to get it. And the ball is still alive. Mountaineers in the middle, but Maddie Fate all by herself takes care of the block. Take a look at this replay. No help needed for the junior from New York, New York. Make it 19-9 in favor of Trinity as they seek to be the first to 20. And another deep serve. Tigers with a free ball. Amarino pushes it to Watley. She tries to go down the line. Laughlin right there. And Byer denied again. Why try it again if you're Schreiner? You just saw what she can do, and she does it yet again.
On the combo, Maddie Fate, Sarah Flynn.
Tried to go in the middle there, did the Mountaineers, didn't work. And so Maddie Fate shows them how it's done in the middle. Another assist for Marissa Amarino, and some big cheers in the stands. They think that number 8 is a big one, and it's a big one in this game, but there's 4 more that she really needs to get to the record that many of you may be thinking she just got. She needs 4 more for 2,000 in her career. We were double-checking the stats earlier in the day, and the NCAA had her at 1988 coming into today, while Trinity's website had her at 4 more than that. But I don't think she's going to have any trouble, especially when she keeps going to her super senior, Sarah Flynn. 8 assists now for Marissa Amarino. 9 assists.
Not a bad start at all.
She went on a nice little serving run herself, went on a 6-0 run. And now she does serve it out to give Schreiner the ball back, but before she does, it's 22-10 Trinity. And an ace coming for Schreiner. Gets them to 11. Want to let you know here on Tiger Network, after this first set, we're hoping to show you a video of the Super Seniors talking about their final home game. So make sure to stick around for the commercial break, if you can call it that here. But still 3 points for the Tigers. They'll try to get it. And it won't come there as Amarino can't get it over. So 12 for Schreiner, back within 10. But just all sorts of things happening tonight. Records hopefully broken, that serve out. Talking about the Super Seniors and their career, we'll definitely highlight that later on. And hope you enjoy the video after this set that Reagan Watley will try to get you to behind the service line, the first year from the Woodlands. Just pushed over here. Amarino, Martin. Can't land as Laughlin gives it a nice chase. And the Mountaineers get a kill themselves. Asa Holgan checking in. Sophomore from Belton, Texas.
Something we've seen a couple times here and there throughout the season. Tigers are currently two-man passing, 2 freshmen. Watley and Rodriguez back there, and a great pass from Watley will result in a kill for Sarah Flynn. Once again, we've said her name time and time again. But she is playing well today. Once again, that'll send Fate behind the service line, who went for a crazy run earlier in the set. But all she needs is 1 to close this one out. Tool off the block of Ellis. It's going to be a point for the Mountaineers, but the Tigers are, again, still at game point.
In for the Mountaineers, number 1,
Elora Reyes, one of the leaders on this team. Graduate student from O'Connor High School here in San Antonio. Gets the serve to Watley. Amarino goes right back to Sarah Flynn. Flynn this time unable to put it down. Here comes Kayla Laughlin into the arms of Watley. Amarino saves it for Ellis, and Ellis tries to get it down. Tigers will get another shot at it, though. Amarino, Martin, and not enough on it there for the first year. (24-14), Trinity Tigers here over the Schreiner Mountaineers with Reyes back to serve. Rodriguez, nice pass. Amarino, slide. Emily Ellis, not quite. Watley gets it to Amarino, right back to Martin, and can Martin put it down? No. Kayla Laughlin will give Trinity a free ball. Rodriguez, Amarino, Ellis. Slide is open. 25 points for the Trinity Tigers in set number 1. A nice, tidy hitting percentage of .316. And a great start for them on this final home game. So we'll take a break, but stick around for this video from the Super Seniors.
I think we feel very honored to have played in Colorado. It's an amazing facility. And it's an amazing atmosphere. And tomorrow being our last run, it's emotional. But at the same time, it's the same thing. We're going to go in there, we're going to take care of business like we always do. We'll cry after. We'll be fine.
Like, I haven't even fully comprehended that it's the last game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it'll be the same as normal. And, like, that's what makes it special.
Mm-hmm.
It's just being in this, like, amazing place. Like, look at Cal. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And like being with the whole team, and then after the fact, you know, after the season's over, I feel like is when it's really gonna hit me. Like, we're done forever, but like the season's still going, and we're gonna practice here anyway. We'll be here all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm totally dissociating. Like, but you know, I feel like if we made it like extra special, it wouldn't be the same as it always is. Like, that's what makes it so special in my mind. I mean, like, that's just my opinion. But
absolutely.
yeah.
I agree with that.
And I think that also after alumni weekend, being able to talk to a lot of the past volleyball players and hearing about what the program was and what Calguard the locker rooms were before we came here. It just is making this experience extra special for us, and I'm able to look at our facilities and what we have and really realize like how lucky we are and how fortunate I am to be playing at this time in the program's history. It's an amazing opportunity, and it's going to be fun to go out with a bang in Calgary for the last time.
It was great to talk to the super seniors, Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, and Sarah Williamy, talking about their final home game here at Calgary Gym, and they mentioned just how special it's been. And to put some numbers to it, Jade, across 5 seasons here at Calgary Gym, those super seniors have lost a grand total of 4 times.
Crazy.
So this place has had some real magic for them, and it has been quite a season for us too here at Calgary Gym, just finally welcoming back full crowds, no masks, and think back to the Juniata game, that Eau Claire game, it was rocking in here.
Yeah, we've had the privilege of announcing almost the entire career for these super seniors. And like you mentioned, we have announced when there was literally no one here. We've announced when the gym was pretty much packed, and we even here on a Wednesday afternoon game have a decent amount of fans out here. So it's been fun, and I'm sure they've enjoyed it too, with only 4 losses here in Calgary Gym.
But tonight there's just something missing. There's something I'm not hearing.
Yeah, there's not really a ring that's coming from across the court.
Yeah, like a clanging sound.
Yeah, like
what
pans or something hitting together. Today, this afternoon, we are unfortunately missing the water bottle. You see him in the chat, Bucky. He's in the chat today, but unfortunately no water bottle here in the stands for this final home match. But it's here in our thoughts.
And here in spirit as well. Bucky Williamy, hope you're having a good time enjoying the broadcast, and hope you enjoyed hearing your daughter talk about that final match. And there's more to come from the super seniors. We have another extra special video that will come after the match. So after we sign off in what might be a 3-set match, we'll talk a little bit more and then send it to one more video. So be sure to be there for that. Amarino serve out of the break. We'll give the Tigers a free ball, and she needs one more, folks. Amarino in the middle to Flynn, and it'll get down for some history. Marissa Amarino, 2,000 career assists.
Incredible.
And you can hear it here at Calgary Gym. The announcement has been made. The senior from Calabasas, California, one of an elite few to reach 2,000 assists over her career. Just an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to you, Marissa.
Something to point out, as you guys have probably noticed, the Trinity Tigers, they run a 6-2 more often than not. So she is not on the court. Full 6 rotations in order to achieve that 2,000 is really awesome.
And she's just so consistent. She's one of 5 Tigers to play in every single match this year. She's had at least 20 assists 10 times this season. And as you talk about, Jade, not all that common in a 6-2 offense. And so she's doing it in limited time, but she makes do and takes advantage of every single second out there. And here she goes again, goes to Reagan Watley, and let's get over 2,000, Marissa, and keep on setting those records. Amarino with her 13th assist of the evening, and Trinity out to a lead in this second set. And an ace for Reagan Watley. Everyone wanting to join that ace party that was thrown on Sunday. And we see the chat, Bucky. We can hear that water bottle a little bit now that you mention it from the living room.
Yeah, don't hurt any of your living room furniture with that water bottle.
Kill for Hallie Martin on the outside. Trinity 5-1, showing no signs of slowing down after that excellent first set. Nearly another, but Byer able to get her hands on it, and now she'll get the swing. Nice dig by Rodriguez, but it will be a point for Schreiner. And for Brooke Byer, been an excellent year for her. She has 254 kills to lead the Mountaineers, almost 2.8 per set. And she's someone that not only does well, but she's called upon just so often for Schreiner. 20th in all of Division III in total attacks, so she is busy out there. And especially tonight, 2 women down on this squad, so she is stepping up. Marino goes to Flynn. She tries to push it down. Schreiner can't get it past the block, and a point for Trinity. As Jacqueline Sotelo couldn't get it, and then Haley Rodriguez, a junior from Corpus, gives Trinity a doubled-up lead, 6-3 in set number 2. And an ace for Maddie Fate. We're telling you, everybody wants in on it now.
For the Tigers, Maddie Fate.
Serving just so important, Jade, and when they can do it against Schreiner, when they can do it against a team like Colorado in a pressure-packed moment, it can do so much for a team.
Just jinxed it with that last one going into the net. But yeah, we've said it time and time again. Serving and passing, the name of the game. You saw, despite Schreiner losing the first set, they did put the Tigers a little bit on their heels a little bit in regards to that serve receive. They were a little shaky there in the first set for the later half, not able to run their offense as effectively as they may have desired. Another service error there to return the favor. And with this double substitution, Josie Dare and Brett Thornton coming in. We'll see if Josie Dare can get an ace for herself.
Number 14, Brett Thornton.
She has 5 on the year. Laughlin prevents it from being an ace this time. Down the middle, out is the call, Sotelo. Dare goes the opposite side. Mountaineers able to chase it down. Beyer tries the tip, but Dare and Martin combine for the save. Rodriguez will send it over. Nice swing there from Rodriguez, but the Tigers get it. Ellis tries to hang it over. Then Schreiner tries the exact same thing. Ellis now with more force, and somebody call Bob the Builder because they took your tool.
Emily Ellis.
Emily Ellis with the tool off the block for the kill. Josie Dare with another serve. Great coverage by Martin. And Thornton on the right side. Rodriguez goes a little soft to get around the block. And Martin will give it a swing. Still going. Nice long rally. Back row attack by Laughlin. And now Martin won't get a chance to put it down as it'll be a double called on Dare. And on that last rally, may have noticed Brett Thornton there on the right side. We have not seen Sarah Williamy in there tonight. So it's been Thornton and Flynn doing that right side rotation. We saw Brett Thornton fill in for Willie when she was out with an ankle injury, missed a total of 5 matches. So maybe just getting some extra playing time here with Willie continuing to try to make that ankle right.
Back to serve, number 2, Cassidy McLean.
But a pretty good option when you can go to Bretasaurus there on the right side, Jade.
Yeah, she's been doing a great job of contributing both in the middle and on the right side this season. So great to see her starting today. A down ball here for the Tigers is picked up by Rodriguez. This ball is going to go out to Watley on the outside, and off that platform, Thornton will swipe it down. A point for the Tigers.
Just a little flick is all she needed. Trinity up 12-5, and a timeout from Coach Jeremiah Tiffin. As Trinity looks to run away in set number 2, as they did with the first one, which they won 25-15. Gives us a chance to talk a little bit more about this Schreiner program. Mentioned Coach Tiffin in his first year. He was at the Division I level previously. He was at the University of North Dakota, where he spent 2 years as the head coach. And I asked him, you were at Our Lady of the Lake before that, so right here in San Antonio, and then you go to North Dakota, and then you come back to Schreiner. So where are you from? You must be from Texas, right? He's like, no, actually, I'm from Winnipeg, Canada.
Wow.
I'm like, oh,
how
didn't
strange.
expect that.
What?
But he finds himself right back in the Lone Star State, just said that North Dakota wasn't a great fit for him, and he really was appealed by the Division III level, the dynamics that are provided to him here, and so he's taken over a program that desperately needed someone to come take over and lead them in the right direction, and the D1 coach is that option.
Good deal.
But to answer the question of why he went to North Dakota in the first place, he said his mentor, Mark Pryor, who was with him at Baylor, also went to North Dakota, so he said it was that chance to coach with them. He just didn't expect that 3 months into it, Coach Pryor would say, I have to head back to Texas and coach for University of Mary Hardin Baylor, and so then Tiffin took over as head coach. And then that lasted 2 years, and now he's back in Kerrville. So you never know where things might take you. Back from the timeout, Schreiner goes to the middle, dig by Rodriguez. Dayer goes to Ellis, and Ellis continues to get it done. 9 kills for the super senior. Nice back row attack. Looked like she was just going to send it over there by her, and then a collision between McLean and Rodriguez gets a point for Schreiner. So she definitely fooled him there, did Bayer, from that back row attack. How hard can it be to really swing from back there, Jade?
Yeah, it is tough to be consistent, for sure. That last collision, I'm just giggling to myself as McLean and Rodriguez are all laughs on the court despite not getting that last ball over. A solo block for Watley. That ball going straight down.
Going solo on the block, Reagan Watley.
And you might have heard the collective gasp in Calgard Gym. That solo block, very impressive on the outside especially. And now out on the swing. Puts Trinity up even more in this second set. Playing very fundamental volleyball. Continue to hit up there at 385. And they lead 16-5 with another good serve by Rodriguez. Watley tried to push it over. Instead, it ends on her side. So it'll be Schreiner with the free ball. Laughlin coming from the outside, but chased down by the first year. And another first year will send it over. Tip shot attempt by Sotelo. Dayer, chance to work. Watley. Laughlin will try it again. Not much doing with Dayer right there. And so here comes Thornton on the right side. And Thornton, no, not yet. Let's keep it going. Dayer, Thornton, hits the referee and out.
Yeah, we saw some hiccups on the Tigers side throughout that rally, and as we've mentioned, Schreiner doing a great job of really forcing the Tigers to make those errors, keeping the ball in play. There were a couple times throughout that rally where we thought ball was going to fall on that Mountaineer side. They're doing a great job on defense thus far. That pass from McLean, Fate out of the middle. And again, Mountaineers keeping that ball alive despite the strong, aggressive swing from Fate. Thorin mixing it up with some off-speed. Outside, Toole for Laughlin. It's going to be another point for the Mountaineers.
Laughlin, someone who is right behind her teammate Bayer when it comes to kills and attempts. She is 32nd in Division III on her swing, so a go-to option for sure for Schreiner. And a swing that lands out for Maddie Fate will put Schreiner within 7 as they go on a little bit of a run here. 3-0 run puts them right on the cusp of double digits. Dayer has to deal with a tight pass. And so Schreiner will get a chance here, 4-10, but no can do, says Rodriguez. Watley right back at him. Was there a touch? No, says the official. So Trinity up 16-10. Schreiner showing some fight here after the timeout from Coach Tiffin. Dayer behind her, back to Thornton, dug by number 1. And then another block for Watley, help from Fate.
On the combo, Maddie Fate, Reagan Watley.
And they had to wait for that one, as you saw on the replay. But able to adjust midair, and here comes Marissa Amarino. Freshly over 2,000, looking to add even more. Laughlin over the block, dug by McLean. Amarino pushes it to Watley, and Watley with a tool herself. So all sorts of thieves making Bob the Builder a victim tonight. And another timeout for Schreiner.
Yeah, great swing by Watley, just tooling right off the arms of Braxton there, needing to close that block a little bit more in order to get that effective block for the Mountaineers. But another great start for the Tigers. They did see some hiccups there with some unforced errors, but still up by 8 here in set 2. So we'll see what they do out of this timeout.
Yeah, and Jade, wanted to ask you about your experience on Sunday after you rushed down from the broadcast booth, getting to talk to all the alumni that were here from TUVB. What was that experience like?
So fun. There were 6 generations of TUVB alumni. A lot of people who I've never met got to meet for the first time. So definitely great to have this community still coming and supporting year after year. I think there was about 30 of us down there, not including the current TUVB team. So really an awesome experience for sure.
Coach Jenkins telling me very emotional to see all those players back, some that she hadn't seen in a long time, some that she hadn't met their kids yet.
Yeah.
So just so cool how that works, that Coach Jenkins here for her 38th season now. So she not only has had generations of Tiger players, but now those players are having kids.
Yeah, in true Julie fashion, she made us all go around and state the year that we graduated, our current profession. And a lot of people were doubling down saying, oh, you know, I work in operations, but I'm also a mom of 3. I am a lawyer, but a mom of 2. So definitely a lot of moms and children in the stands this past Sunday.
All in the family here at TUVB. Back from the timeout. A swing from number 5, Sotelo. Trinity goes to the middle. Fate goes off speed, but it is read by the Mountaineers, so they go to Laughlin. But nice defense again. Watley from Amarino, not going to work. So Laughlin will try it once more, and this time she does get it down. Or did she? Flynn with the kick. Looking like a member of Trinity Women's Soccer, also in the top 10 in the rankings, but it will be a Schreiner point.
Yeah, an oddly delayed whistle there, but down ref did call that ball down. It's going to be Laughlin behind the service line, and she'll serve that a little too far for a quick side out for the Tigers. That's going to send Watley back to serve, and Hallie Martin subbing back in on the outside.
And you know what? LeBron James just recently asked if he can come back to college with eligibility in a different sport, just making sure how that works. I mean, we saw J.R. Smith go back to play golf in college, and so maybe Sarah Flynn, she's used 5 years of eligibility at volleyball, but maybe she wants to give soccer a shot after this run.
Wouldn't be the strangest thing.
I think a lefty kick would be just as powerful as a lefty kill.
I'm saying.
Let's do it. Sarah Flynn.
Checking in for Trinity.
We'll talk to Coach Harrison here at Trinity. I'm sure they'd love to have you.
It's going to be Carly Brookeisen entering the match in the middle for the Tigers. Hallie Martin blocked, but great coverage by Sarah Flynn. Hallie Martin will get the ball once again, and she'll throw over an off speed. That's picked up by the Mountaineers. And that last swing by Sotelo is going to be a little bit too far. Another point for the Tigers, sending Watley back to serve once again.
Carly Brookeisen out of the middle with the kill. First time we've said that name here tonight. The junior from Kalamazoo, Michigan. And another new name out there, Kira Lynch, the first year from Santa Monica, who got her first career kill last weekend, and it couldn't have come at a better time to end the match against Dallas. And there go Brookeisen and Martin on the block attempt. It'll land for Schreiner. But Coach Jenkins also telling me today that one of the biggest bright spots of the weekend was getting to play all 16 available players.
Awesome.
She loves getting to do that, and maybe trying to do that here against Schreiner tonight. Marino will get it to the first-year Martin. Martin's been busy out there. Can't get it this time. Beyer will try it. Can't get it past Lynch and Brookhuizen. Brookhuizen again. Yes, she can. Carly Brookhuizen with her second kill. And she'll go back to serve. So just everyone who comes out here for the Trinity Tigers able to produce. Really a scary thought for opponents.
Definitely got some depth on that bench. And awesome to see, players coming in cold and producing points. Not needing time to warm up or anything.
Nice
One
save.
arm dig there by Almarino to keep the ball in play. Lynch is going to be picked up. Carly Brookhuizen putting up a ball for Martin. Off speed down the line. That's going to result in a free ball for the Tigers. Emily Ellis. What a perfect go-to in the middle with power. Just really drilling it off the shoulder of the Mountaineers there. Leading to game point here for the Tigers.
Just over the top of the tape there is Beyer. Almarino going to Lynch. She has a knack for finishing sets, doesn't she? Couldn't there, though, as the Mountaineers get a point. But it'll take a magical run from Kayla Laughlin behind the service line to get them back in it. And, in fact, it'll be someone other than Laughlin going to Abby Moe, the first year from Orange, Texas, wearing the white libero jersey today for the Mountaineers. And a service ace for Abby Moe. So Coach Tiffin going to his bench and getting an ace.
Yep, Rodriguez and Watley on that two-man passing needing a little bit better communication on that last pass.
Martin ends set 2 with a tool. No, she does not. The official, and now correcting himself, does say there was a touch, and it'll be point Trinity. So our first guess was right. Point 25 for Hallie Martin and the Tigers. And they take set 2 by a score of 25-14. As you get a look at this replay, great angle right at the net. Off the swing, a touch. And so a timeout here in San Antonio. And Jay, do you want to talk Super Seniors?
Let's talk Super Seniors.
Let's talk Super Seniors. So let's go through the wonderful careers of all 3 Super Seniors. Let's start in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E, Emily Ellis. And Emily Ellis, the native of Georgetown, currently #1 on the Trinity Tigers with her hitting percentage of .397, but it goes way back before this season, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
She is second in all of Division III with 1.4 blocks per set, and that also is this year, but when it comes to her career, in 2019, the highest hitting percentage ever at Trinity, ever.
Oh, geez.
415 in 2019. And
Ridiculous.
She is on pace to finish #1 in Trinity history. Right now, her hitting percentage at .389, the previous record, .357.
Ooh. She's there.
So Emily Ellis, a second-team All-American that year, daughter of Scott and Christy Ellis. Congratulations on what's been a great career. We'll move down the alphabet to Sarah Flynn. Sarah Flynn currently leading the Tigers with 191 kills before tonight. She has the highest hitting percentage of her career, so she's really saved her best for last.
Yeah, she is doing incredible this season. This Super Senior class was my baby freshman class when I was a senior, and it's so great to see the trajectory of Flynn's career, remembering her coming in as a freshman with little baby Bambi legs to where she is now. She's killing it this season.
She was an All-American honorable mention in 2021. The Seattle native studying environmental policy tells me that she plans on traveling after graduation with her teammate and best friend Sarah Williamy, wanting to go to Southeast Asia. So congratulations, Sarah Flynn. And it leaves us with Sarah Williamy, or Willie as she is known around here. Williamie, the Denver, Colorado native, had that fantastic match on Sunday here against Colorado. She studies sociology and was the SCAC tournament MVP a year ago, and we had a ton of fun calling that one, Jade.
Boy, oh boy, have we said her name a lot this season. Another one of those players that you just can't get enough with. It seems like any time Amarino or Dare or, Herrera throw that ball to either Sarah's, the ball's going down more often than not. So super fun to watch them play this season.
I mean, think about how cool you have to be known as simply the Sarahs.
The Sarahs. So simple, so effective.
So simple, very effective on the right side. And so Sarah Flynn, Sarah Williamie, Emily Ellis, this year's super seniors taking advantage of the fifth year granted by COVID. And you know what? We could read numbers, we could talk about stats, but at the end of the day, what makes them so special is that they're just the most amazing people. I think it is so hard to laugh, so hard not to laugh when you're around them. I mean, they just keep things super bright, super happy, super just on the up and up. And Coach Jenkins said, what legacy have they left behind? Saying, it's as simple as this. They have taught the younger players that it's okay to work hard and have fun. You can do both of them. And so Ellis, Willie, and Flynn have done just that. Congratulations on a fantastic career.
You're going to see some new faces as we tune in back into the match here in set 3. McLean's actually going to be in the libero jersey along with her. Mackenzie Logan back in the match. She's going to be playing for Watley here. So on your outside, you'll have Hallie Martin and Mackenzie Logan. Carly Brookhuizen starting in the middle.
Serving to start set number 3 for the Mountaineers. Number 1, Elora.
And to round things out, you got Josie Dare. She'll have Hands and Sarah Flynn on the right side. Out of the middle, right off the jump. Carly Brookhuizen subbing in set 2, producing, again, right off the bat when she came in with, I think, a couple kills in set 2. And to start things off here in set 3, she'll have another one. And that'll send Hallie Martin back to serve. Mackenzie Logan with her bread and butter down the line. Pretty much no touch. And that'll be a kill for her.
And what does it say about Trinity that you can have someone who had 31 kills in 3 matches over the weekend, leading the way in those 3 matches, and she doesn't even show up until set 3.
Yeah. Yeah, the Tiger bench truly has some depth. Great to see her getting some rest, but awesome to see her back on the court here in set 3. Shout out to Hazel, Mackenzie Logan's grandmother. Hopefully you're tuning in to this match. Logan will get it again on the outside. That last swing just grazing the antenna, so that one's going to be out, resulting in a Mountaineers point.
And Jade, as we talk about Mackenzie Logan coming in for the first time, and you shout out her grandma Hazel in Toronto, there was something that really impressed you about Mackenzie Logan's past as yet another kill here for Trinity and Brookhuizen.
Yeah, we got the chance to speak with Mackenzie Logan's parents at that dinner this past weekend, and they kind of alluded to her past career in high school volleyball, and it was shocking to find out that Mackenzie Logan historically was a middle. So she was a middle, a position that is not commonly passing, more commonly getting quick sets, and she's transitioned here for Trinity University, playing on the outside, a very drastically different set, those long sets opposed to the quick ones. And along with that, she's passing. Pretty much going around 6 rotations here, at least this season. So I just thought that was a ridiculous transition now at the NCAA Division III level. So big props to her.
And she's done just a masterful job helping fill in for the big shoes of Annie Rose Leggett and Avery Tuggle on the outside. Logan averaging well over 2 kills a set. And there she goes, just dumping it over, putting Trinity up 7-1. But it just continues to show the options that Trinity has. And at any given moment, any injury, any just off night, Coach Jenkins can go to her bench and call just about anyone, and they'll contribute.
Absolutely. Yep. Contribute and be really consistent out there. I mean, they practice against themselves every day, and they are quite a strong bunch. But yeah, really exciting to watch as new players continue to be filtered in.
A timeout here. Trinity up 7-1. You may have noticed we haven't taken a timeout on the broadcast because we just don't want to let go.
We don't want to let go.
But it's closing in, and the season not over at all for Trinity. They have lots to work for. They go to Seguin this weekend. They play St. Thomas, Southwestern, and TLU, which will be a tough weekend for them. Those are teams 2, 3, and 4 in the SCAC standings. And so Coach Jenkins saying that test with Colorado, a great job of giving them adversity, giving them some pressure heading into that weekend as they try to wrap up yet another perfect year in the conference. Not easy to do at all when you face the same team twice. But Trinity seems to be well on their way.
Yeah, the SCAC conference extremely strong. We saw the University of Dallas take a set off of the Tigers this past weekend as well. So they will be up for some more challenges. Some confusion on the court. It looks like Carly Brookhuizen served before the official whistle, despite all of those horns going off as we tuned back in. That being said, it was a great serve.
Logan hammers it down and gets a kill. So she is doing work quickly off the bench. 3 kills for Mackenzie Logan. And Carly Brookhuizen here with a very aggressive serve on her run. And of course, just as I say that, she does that, but it has been a great night for her. And over the weekend, she had 3 kills and 3 aces against Centenary. So the Michigan native heads back to the bench, laughing at that one. But no harm done as Trinity still up 8-2 in this third set. Logan will get another chance, this time into the net for the Schreiner point. Martin with a tight pass. Dayer gets it off the net, but Schreiner will get a free ball out of it. They go to the middle. Right there is the new libero. Now Flynn, too much to handle. That lefty swing working sweet as always.
Checking in for Trinity. Number 18, Trinity Herrera. And number 14.
And Trinity Herrera checking in for the first time today. So now the third setter, third of 3, joining Amariso and Dayer. Nice dig by Martin. Herrera gets there. Thornton off speed. It works. Kill for Brett Thornton.
Great deception by Thornton there. She went up big. Really looked like she was going to take a strong swing at that one and just placed it right over the block, forcing that right front to try and pick up the tip.
Trinity Herrera now the 15th Tiger to play tonight. She gets a great dig off that swing all the way to Schreiner, kept alive by the Tigers, and Herrera just pushes it over. Middle again, block again. Schreiner will give it another go. Martin gets to it. And Logan down the line. Not going to be a point.
Yep, they're going to say that that ball grazed the antenna once again, thus being out. Looked good to me, but I guess she was out further than we thought.
Serving for the Mountaineers, number 9, Abby Moe.
We get a good look at it here. And it did just barely graze it. But so thankful to have that amazing net cam. And into the net is Cassidy McLean. So Schreiner within 5 here in set number 3. With Abby Moe back there, a first year getting the opportunity. Herrera right back to Ellis, and why not when it just worked so well? Emily Ellis with her 11th kill of the evening on just 16 swings. Ready for this number, 688 hitting percentage, just bumping up that career percentage.
Crazy rhyme.
And as if things aren't good enough, here comes Nadia Kern to serve. Kern sets it here for Martin. And free ball coming if they can get it. It is still in the air. Thornton chases it. And Nadia will get it over, and that's down. Yes, it is. Point for Nadia Kern. She can do it all, folks.
Nadia Kern.
Just her 4th kill of the year. Back row swing from Laughlin. Herrera there. Thornton will get it on the right side, and Laughlin working hard tonight. Beyer out. And Kern, no. A touch at the net, says the official. And a timeout. Nadia Kern was setting back up to serve, but the official still pointing in the direction of Schreiner, so we'll clear that up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens after the timeout for sure.
But the timeout, just really perfect timing. It's like we're coordinating, because I wanted to talk a little bit more about Nadia Kern and what Coach Jenkins said. Talked a little bit earlier about how Coach Jenkins said she really helped save the day, but going deeper into what she did specifically on the serve, saying she was just so aggressive with it, not afraid. And not only is it hard to be aggressive on your serve, but to do it against a team like Colorado, who you know is here to beat you, here to play you tough, and she did not back down. And then combine that with being aggressive when necessary, and then, more importantly, smart in the big pressure points. And that's what Coach Jenkins said allowed her to get that career high of 7 aces against Colorado.
Yep, she was aggressive, consistent, and really just the player we needed this past weekend in that, like you mentioned, strong matchup. But she's still behind the service line there. We will see what the officials call coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, the official was pointing towards Schreiner, but Nadia felt fairly confident that it was still her serve. And out of the timeout, still some discussion as Coach Tiffin goes to the official and Trinity Herrera discussing it with the head judge. We didn't catch anything here up in the press box. But if I'm an opponent, I certainly want to take it away from Nadia serving. So we will see. Trinity Herrera now talking to Coach Jenkins as Kern continues to wait. And the ball given to Schreiner now, but the head judge calling over his side judge. So some confusion here in set 3. Do you have any sort of idea, Jade, what this might be about?
Yeah, we saw Cassie McLean on that last ball follow it pretty much to the line and it being out in that regards, but I think they might be looking to this line judge to say that there was a touch on the block, possibly. It looked like both teams after that ball fell were on the same page that it was a Trinity point, but some discussion here, again, from the down ref and that lines judge. Herrera continuing to go back and forth as floor captain. That being said, the up ref is going to call it a point for the Mountaineers. And I did see Herrera mouth the word block, so it's going to be something related to that block. I think it's going to be a touch, perhaps.
Well, after the long break,
Ball never lies.
still cannot stop Emily Ellis.
Serving for the Tigers, Cassidy McLean.
So McLean will get the opportunity to serve. One of a couple of first years out there currently for the Tigers, and nearly an ace, instead a kill for Carly Brookhuizen. 4-4-4 is the Michigan native, and she is putting it all into it. Wouldn't want to be in front of that swing. McLean again back to serve. And another fireball. Laughlin right into the arms of Martin. And Brookhuizen can't make it 5 for 5. Kern will go to Martin, and Martin with a great swing, but it'll end up in a swing for Laughlin, and a great dive by McLean. You can see why she's wearing the white, and a kill for Hallie Martin. Schreiner gave up on it, but it lands in the back corner. What a rally for the Tigers.
Incredible defense you can see with this replay by McLean. Again, following that ball right to the line, giving the Tigers another opportunity throughout that rally. This is her behind the service line once again.
And who
Double
are you
quick.
gonna guard? That is what opponents are asking. Look at this replay. Look at the congestion here with Brookhuizen and Thornton. And I mean, who do you get?
You got to guess at that point. Carly Brookhuizen currently 4 for 5, a great option for the Tigers. And then on that double quick, got Thornton as well. Definitely led to that gap. And another kill for Brett Thornton on the right side now. Almost a little slide action there.
Yeah, because she is typically in the middle, so she has that action. She's so used to it. So even though she's starting in the right side position, you saw the double quick and then you see the slide. So Coach Jenkins can run a creative offense, especially when you have 3 setters that you trust. And it is Herrera getting it done right now as Trinity up 17-7 over Schreiner. Just 8 more points from a sweep.
Checking in for the Mountaineers.
And I hope these points take a long, long time, because it is our final match on Tiger Network. McLean gets a good pass. Herrera. Thornton again with that slide action. This time Schreiner able to track it down, but it'll be a free ball. Herrera pushes it to Martin, and Martin says, let me get in on the fun. The last 3 kills from 3 different people, middle, right, and outside. And Trinity showcasing all they have on their team.
Sarah Flynn. There, back to serve.
And Josie Dayer back in there. Another first year, 3 of them out there on the court. And Coach Jenkins saying she has never had a team with more youth, yet more experience at the same time. And it seems like some juxtaposition there, but it's true. You have 8 first years and 6 seniors / super seniors.
It's been a good mix thus far. Can't complain. And you mentioned with that last point, we're seeing great distribution on the outside, middle, and the right side. Everyone's scoring tonight. And that's something that I think truly puts Trinity just one notch above the rest. I think we see a lot of Division III teams with, for example, like a really strong outside that usually carries the team. But when it comes to the Trinity offense, everyone's scoring. It's definitely a hard team to defend. We're going to see Nadia Kern out of the back row. Off the block, Nadia Kern with some great coverage. This one going to Brookhuizen out of the middle. Tigers keeping this one alive. Hallie Martin's picked up. Laughlin down the line with some power. It's going to be a point for the Mountaineers.
Considering the road the Tigers want to go on as November arrives. First the SCAC tournament, then hopefully an NCAA regional and beyond. You know that they're going to have different options, and it seems like they can just win a game in so many different ways. Flynn right here from the right, and even on maybe not the cleanest interaction, she still gets the kill.
She's making things happen out there. We're going to see Mackenzie Logan subbing back in.
Number 17, Mackenzie Logan. Hallie Martin.
Trinity at 20, Schreiner at 8. Ellis leading all scorers with 12 kills. Flynn trying to get into double digits on this super senior night. Laughlin will go out and way out for the Trinity point. And the Tigers inching ever so close to that final marker. And getting set for what hopes to be another exciting run. These Tigers in 2019 making it to the quarterfinals. In 2021 making it to the quarterfinals. And they certainly hope that that is the destination again. Dayer goes to Logan. Little too much for Logan, who came in across the middle.
A great option and close for sure, but yeah, like you mentioned, Mackenzie Logan swinging just barely out there with that last swing. Perhaps they're calling a touch on the block. It's going to be a point for the Tigers, sending Martin back to serve. 3 away from a sweep against the Mountaineers. That last serve from Martin's going to be a little too long. But we will see a substitution on the Tigers side. It's going to be Lynch, the freshman, subbing back in on the right side for Flynn. Give that super senior a little bit more of a rest. That last point, Logan's going to get blocked there on the outside, with Laughlin back to serve for the Mountaineers.
Schreiner with a good opportunity here. They go to the middle. Byer, dug by Dare. So McLean gets it right back for the Tiger offense. Logan, dug. And Byer will try it, but won't get it past Brookhuizen and Lynch. So Byer has 5 kills on now 33 swings. That hitting percentage at .062. And her and Laughlin just unable to get it past this big block of Trinity. 9 blocks for the Tigers. And nearly another great effort by Lynch and Dare, but ultimately a point for Schreiner. One of our favorite stats all year long, and it just continues to be true. The Tigers, the best blocking team in the nation. Over 3 blocks a set, and no team does it better than these Tigers in maroon and white. Logan on the swing, on the kill with the touch at the net, and we need 1 more for a sweep.
Checking in for Trinity.
Herrera and Thornton on their way back in. So Kira Lynch won't quite get another clincher.
Herrera back to serve.
But who will get that magical .25 to wrap up this 2022 home campaign? Will it be Herrera? A deep breath. Goes with the serve. Laughlin receives it. Byer goes to Thornton, and a touch will give Schreiner 1 more life. So it'll be Mo back in there to serve. Has been there almost exclusively for that purpose. Received by McLean, Herrera, Ellis. Not going to get it down. Tigers will get another shot. Ellis passes. Thornton. Dug by Mo. Byer will just have to get it over. Herrera hands on it. Martin. Thornton, just a free ball. And another kill for Byer. And some trickery there. Byer almost hiding behind Rodriguez there, not letting Trinity know who will get it. And so Schreiner with a couple in a row. Martin receives this one. Herrera tracks it down, and Thornton keeps it alive, but smart play by Byer to just dump it over. So 3 in a row for the Schreiner Mountaineers. They don't want to go home either.
They do not want to go home. They're definitely putting up a fight here. Still down by 10. But great consistency behind that service line and great defense overall. That being said,
it is
Emily
only
Ellis
fitting, right, Jade, that
on the
our
slide
season finishes on an Emily Ellis slide. Let's look at the replay. The super senior.
It's too easy.
13 kills on the evening on just 19 swings, a .684 hitting percentage. She finishes in double digits right along her super senior friend, Sarah Flynn. So the super seniors combined for 23 kills. And what a way to end it here at CalGuard.
Yeah, definitely a great showing by the Tigers tonight. We got 4 hitters hitting above 500, which is absolutely ridiculous. Super fun game to announce, super fun game to watch. Definitely had a great group of fans out here tonight.
And look at the team embracing there on your screen, right in the middle, the team embracing, and you can see the emotion on the faces of Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, and Sarah Williamy. What could be their final home game, barring a regional here in San Antonio, and the team just continues to embrace each other. Some tears definitely out there, but what a way to finish it, if it is indeed the final match.
Yeah, we'll cross our fingers for the Volleyball Gods to give us a regional here at home in Calgard. But if not, like we said, full circle, Brian, our start here in Schreiner, this last home game this season being here, Calgard against Schreiner.
Yeah,
so quite
and
the season.
Speaking of that full circle moment, as we're back here, hello, broadcast cam again. I have some receipts to go through because I was looking through my phone as we talk about Schreiner being our first match and our last match. And so let me read this exchange that I had on April 16th of 2021 with our boss, Josh Muchigemba, here at Tiger Network. So at 8:59 a.m., I say, hey, Josh, do you need help with volleyball tonight? I was thinking of joining you, but is anyone else doing it? And he said, Jade is calling it. I can set you up with her if you're available. And I say, at 3:19, I promise you, who is Jade? And he says, she played volleyball here and graduated last year. And I say, oh, cool. Well, I've never called volleyball and definitely don't know as much naturally about it, but was wanting to eventually try, so whatever you think is best. You can tell Jade that I'll be there if she's fine with it.
Dude, what?
Well, a year and a half later, over 30 matches together.
Crazy.
And here we are, just calling one more match, just like it started against Schreiner.
Unbelievable. It's been fun. Definitely a fun time.
It's been
But
so fun.
Sad. I don't want it to end.
But do you remember how little I knew about volleyball then?
Yeah, Brian used to ask all the questions. Anytime there was a timeout, we were not bantering back and forth. It was mute the mics, and Brian's going to ask 10 questions. But now you're seeing him in full swing. He's awesome. He does all the research prior to the games. Just so you guys can tell, he does a lot of work going into these matches on all the background in regards to mascots, etc. So huge props to Brian. You are awesome, and it's been super fun.
Thank you, but you are the awesome one. And oh, look, another angle here right in front. But I wouldn't be here without your help, Jade. You have answered every question. I felt so bad at the beginning. What's a double? What's a libero? Why are they rotating like that? I mean, I asked you every question in the book, and now
you know it all.
I wouldn't say I know it all.
Olympics.
I wouldn't say I know it all, but I know a lot more than I did April 16th of 2021. I said about 2 words on that broadcast against Schreiner.
Yeah, now you're talking more than me.
Well, hopefully this won't be the last you hear of us in some other capacities, but it will be the last time here from Calgard Gym. So thank you again, Jade, for everything. And thank you to everyone for tuning in at home, for everyone that puts in the work, the control room, the cameramen and women, the graphics, the replays, just everything that makes it happen. We're so lucky to have it all here on Tiger Network. And we promised it at the beginning of the broadcast, so we still have a video coming up, but it's the last you'll hear from us. So for everyone here at Tiger Network, I'm Brian Yanselson. Thanks for another great season. And for the last time from Calgard Gym, the Super Seniors coming up on your screen.
We made the decision to come back for a 5th year pretty late. January of this year, actually.
Yeah, we did not know that we were going to come back for a 5th year. We had planned on not coming back pretty much the entire season, up until the very last game in Calvin. We all went back to the hotel room and all decided to rally up in one room and kind of discuss things, because we all had the same feelings of that it's unfinished and it didn't feel right leaving at that time.
I remember all of us going to Boken Lawn like a couple months after we got back, and we all like had kind of spoken about it, but like we didn't at the same time, but we all knew. Like we all sat at the table and we were like, so like, we're doing it, right?
We just need to
like,
say it.
We have to. And then we went to coach's office, and when we texted her like, hey, we have something to talk about, we knew like there's no backing out. Like we gotta come back. And I think coach really put the bow on it. Like we talked to her and she was so ecstatic to have us back, and at that point we already knew like we had unfinished business. So.
And I remember going into coach's office and she was trying to convince us, and we were like, girl, you already did. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Like we had that burning feeling after losing to Calvin, and we knew, we talked after the game, we said, okay, this might just be our adrenaline, and it might just be because we just lost and that's the worst feeling. So we were like, let's just take the Christmas break, sit on it. Yeah. But we had talked like I think like probably weekly about it.
Yeah.
We were like, we want to come back, but we're like, I don't know if it's too soon to say, or.
And we knew that if we were to come back, we'd come back all three of us. There wasn't going to be one person coming back alone or two people. Like, we were all decided it's either all of us or none of us. So we wanted to make that decision together and make sure that all of us were completely in it 100% before fully sending it and going to coach. Being a student athlete in this time of our lives is such a unique experience. I remember we were at the airport one time and this old man came up to all of us. I was like sitting on the ground and he asked what sport we played and where we were going, and he told me that he played college football, and he told me that these times are the most special times of your life and you're never going to get it back, so savor every single moment of it and really taking it all in at this point. And I got back to that moment after the game and I felt like I didn't have enough time. It wasn't enough, and I wanted to savor some more moments.
And after that game, I know we were all like, we want to win a natty. Like, we want to win the whole thing. And losing to Calvin, who we had just like respectfully smacked down the year before, there's nothing like more demoralizing than that. And so I know that like, even though we took a couple months, I knew we were all like burning inside. We were like, no, like we cannot lose to them again. And like, that's why I'm so excited for like, as we come into postseason, like we got so much more to prove. Like, I feel like we've already proved a lot this season. We're here to like do it together. And so I feel like that was I mean, obviously there's so many factors, like the culture, coach, like the whole environment of all the parents. Like the parents are all crazy and it's so fun to be with. But like, we did it truly because we all want to be together and win it together and win it with coach. So
we came back to win the national championship, but at the same time, like, we're also here for the people. I always say, like, why am I here? For the people. Like, the people make it worth it. But again, we do have that unique opportunity, and we wanna take advantage of that. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be good. So stick around.
Stick around.